businesswoman, okay? Like, I'm like, look, I'm not that dumb. I'm like, well, but kind of how much money we talking? Like, let's go. Like, show me the Carfax. Like, sir, lay it out on the table. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing today? On this lovely, well, it'll be Monday when I post it, but it's Friday today, so I hope you guys are having a good day regardless. This is kind of like a different kind of video, not really beauty related at all. It's more of it's story time, obviously, as you can tell by the title. I feel like I had to do it because this has never happened to me before, and it's definitely like something that I feel like I had to share, and it's funny. So yeah, if you want to see how I got scammed by a sugar daddy and how I'm just so naive, then keep watching. Grab your popcorn, because she might be a little long of a video, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We here for the tea. Okay, so yeah, guys, let's just jump into the video. Okay, so this happened. Today is the 2nd, I think. So this happened like 2 weeks ago, I think. And like, you know how all the time people are just kind of like joking around, like, oh, I want a sugar daddy, you know, to like do XYZ, whatever. And you know, most of the time it's just jokes. And so that's what I did. I went to Twitter and I was just being funny, and I was just like, damn, like where can I find a sugar daddy who doesn't want no sugar? You know, like, how hard is that to do, you know, right? And I'm just like, then I go about my business, and I come back to my Twitter blowing up, and I'm thinking like, oh shit, this is the time, like, bitch, I'm going viral, you know. That wasn't the case. It was just like hella like sugar daddies, like I shouldn't say hella, it was like 4, and then there was commenting like on my tweet, and then like a lot of them like, you know, liking it, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I was high-key like panicking, because I was just like overwhelmed, just making a joke, you know, like I'm just trying to get laughs. So I was just like, sir, I'm calling the police. Like, it's crazy. So I'm just like laughing it up, you know, right? And they're like, oh, DM me, blah blah blah. So I'm like, why not? But I did that, and there was this one particular guy, the scammer, right? I deleted the like DM messages, but I can't remember his name, so I'm gonna just call him Scott. We're just gonna call him Scott, okay? Sounds like a middle-aged man, you know, sugar daddy, so we're gonna call him Scott. I messaged Scott, and I'm just kind of like, you know, hey, whatever. And he's like, hey, how are you? And, you know, small talk, whatever. And he basically is just like, do you want to be my sugar baby? And I'm like, well, how much you talking? Because I'm a businesswoman, okay? Like, I'm like, look, I'm not that dumb. I'm like, well, but kind of how much money we talking? Like, let's go. Like, show me the Carfax. Like, sir, lay it out on the table right now. I think he said like a $600 weekly allowance, and he would add $200 if I could, I guess, prove or like tell him that like he would be my only sugar daddy. And like, I kind of was just like, I mean, you're not gonna be the only one, sorry, like, I'm trying to get my money, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, like, etc, etc. And I was just like, do you use like PayPal or Cash App or Venmo, whatever? Because, you know, I'm not going to give out my bank information. I just wouldn't do that, right? So then he's like, oh no, I don't use third-party apps because I got hacked one time. And I'm kind of like, okay, whatever, right? So he's just like, I use Western Union. And in case you don't know what Western Union is, it's like basically a money transferring service type of deal. So kind of like a Walmart to Walmart or whatever. So basically you can send money to people through this service, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, like, to me, I'm like, that seems legit, because I'm like, how could you fake a transaction through there, right? Like, I'm like, okay, then whatever. So I'm like, I felt more comfortable. And then so he was like, yeah, I just really hope I don't get played over again, because this happened before, like one time, like where I sent the money and then the girl stopped talking to me after she picked it up. And I was like, I was asking, like, well, what happened, like, why, I was asking questions, but he wasn't answering them. He was just kind of like, I guess, pushing them to the side as if like I didn't ask the question, and that should have been my sign right there. But I was desperate, okay? Like, college is about to start up again. I'm broke, okay? I'm broke. Like, I don't work in the summer, I mentioned before. So, whatever. I was just kind of like, okay, we're still talking. And then he's like, let me prove to you that I'm serious, right? And I'm like, okay, like, whatever. He's like, I'll send your first allowance when I get off of work. And I said, okay, shoot. Like, see, this is where I should have like noticed the red flags, but I would like, all I was thinking about was the dinero. I said, okay, like, that's cool. And then he sent a picture of him driving in his car, like the steering wheel, and like, driving, and he was like, on my way. But that was like 5 minutes after I sent my text of saying, okay, that's fine. So I'm like, this time is not adding up. Like, I'm confused. What? So anyway, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not really thinking too much into it, because I'm like, this is probably bullshit. Like, he probably won't even get back to me, like, whatever. And then he DM'd me, and it was a receipt from Western Union. Like, it looked like, I kid you not, guys, like, it looked so real. Like, it had everything that you would expect to have on a receipt, for whatever. And yeah, like, it looked so real. And like, his name was on there. There was an address on there for him. It had my name, like, my legal name, and just my like city location or whatever. And that's also like why I like went through with this, because I'm like, okay, my legal name and my city of where I live, I'm like, that's like everywhere I'm like online and stuff, if that makes sense. So I felt safe giving out that information, because I mean, there's not much you can really do with my name, at least I feel like, and where I'm from. Like, what I looked at the receipt and I was like, no way. Like, I'm like, he is for real. I'm like, no way. And like, I looked at like the amount, and it was in cash, or it said it was in cash, the way he paid. And like, I looked like how much, and it was $800, and then it had like the transfer fee, which was like $58 or something like that. And I'm like, no way, this is really happening. So I FaceTime my sister knows all of this, like, she knows the whole story. And like, I was telling her everything up to that point, and I was like, we both were like, what? Like, I'm about to get $800. Like, oh, we about to be balling in this beach. And like, I started getting like skeptical out of nowhere. I mean, obviously it was for right reason, but I don't know what exactly like made me kind of like, oh crap, like, this is low key, this might not be real. So I was telling her, I'm like, this receipt could be photoshopped. I'm like, and y'all are probably like, that's like a lot of work that's like, that's just being really extra to go and Photoshop a receipt. But I mean, I really don't doubt, like, I don't doubt the extent that people would go to in order to get some money. Obviously, look at me, right? So anyway, I'm just like, and I've seen it before where not photoshopping receipts, but I watch a lot of catfish, right? And I've seen people Photoshop like Snapchat pics, so which is supposed to be like in real time. So if they can do that, you can do anything. Like, I'm just saying. And I sent her the pic, and I'm like, this looks so like, it looks so real, but I'm like, I feel like our names are just photoshopped onto there. And my sister's just kind of like, oh, I don't know, like, whatever, like, it could be, I don't think it is, it looks really real. And I'm like, Oh, I mean, okay, if you say so, I guess. So my camera just like forced quit on itself. I don't know what happened. Like, I thought I lost all the footage that I had up until like right now, and I was about to be so mad, but whatever, we good, we thriving, it's cool. So like on the receipt there's a tracking number, and that's like the number that you tell the people when you go collect your money, so they can like give you the money and, you know, boom bam whatever, that's it, right? He sent me the receipt, right? But the last 4 digits of the tracking code, he put an emoji over it, and he was like, so I did it, like, this is my proof, and I'll give you the last 4 digits if you can prove to me that you're my only sugar baby. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, like, what do you want? I'm just gonna like say some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I'm gonna make it up. And so then I'm just like, no, yeah, I mean, I'm the only one, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And also, don't get it twisted, okay? This is not how I act in like real relationships. I don't know, I feel like there might be some dudes out there who will try and like, you know, twist some shit. So no, that's not, this is no. So he was like, well, prove it to me by buying me a gift card. And I was like, bitch, what? I don't understand. So anyway, I was just like reading it, and it was a gift card for this it was like Steam or Stream, I can't remember, but it's basically like a gift card that is used for like PC gaming. I don't know anything about that. I have a PS4, but I was just like, okay, whatever. But on the picture of like, he like showed me of what the gift card looked like, it said for $100, and I was like, what do you think this is? I don't have money, I'm broke, that's why I'm talking to you. So I don't understand, like, that doesn't make sense to me. So I was just like, one for $100, because I can't afford that. And he was just like, okay, like they have 50 ones too. I'm like, I can't afford that either. I'm like, I am broke, like I'm emptying out my pockets and there's nothing in there because I'm broke. So I just, you know, and he's like, okay, well, the lowest one they have is $20. And I'm like, okay, $20 I can do. I'm like, that's like, really, $20 is like a single adult dollar, you know what I'm saying? Like, so $20 to me is $20. So I was like, okay, I could be making a $780 profit if I just get this $20, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I invest this $20. So I'm like, that's not bad. So and that's my thought process. Anyway, I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, he was like, you could get it at a Walmart or Walgreens, but I'm not like mobile, so like there's not one in like close enough for me. Told him, I was like, I can't get to one right now. And he was like, oh, you could just do it online. I said, oh, perfect, whatever. So I paid the thing, and it ended up being like $24.50 because of tax, right? And like, that was that. So I bought it like with my money. I bought it with my money, right? And so I buy it, and I get the email and everything, like, here, this is your code that you can use, you know, whatever you would do to, like, when you buy a gift card. And so I sent the picture of the receipt of, you know, me buying it, but I I blocked out the code, the retrieval code. And I was like, okay, you need to give me the last 4 digits of that tracking number before I can show you this, just so I know you're legit, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay, but you gotta promise to send me the retrieval code after I send you the tracking number. And I said, cool, that's fine, like, just give me my shit. So he sent it to me, and he's like, okay, your turn. So I sent it, right? Which, I know, looking at it now, I should have like went and tried to get the money first before sending him the retrieval code. But it is what it is. Anyway, so like, you know, we exchanged the codes, and I'm just like, thanks, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I'll go pick it up now, you know, because I'm thinking that there's a place open. And so I'm running out of breath. I need some water, actually, because I'm a little parched. So we exchanged the codes, and like, you know, I'm like, okay, bet, thanks. Like, I'm about to get my money. I'm all hyped and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm just like, whatever, you know. I was gonna go out and, you know, get the money, but I started getting like anxious because I'm like, oh my god, like what if, because I'm a big like what if person, and that like is like the root of all my stress pretty much. But so I'm just like, what if I go and I get embarrassed in public because this isn't real, you know what I'm saying? Or what if I go and someone like is there to arrest me? Or what if I go and the FBI comes in like, freeze, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what could happen. Even though it's like those are some silly scenarios, I stress myself out about it. Okay, so I called my sister and I'm like, bro, like I'm scared. Like she's like, just go get the money, pretty much, right? She's like, chill, it's fine. If it's not, whatever, it is what it is. I'm like, you right, you true. So then I'm getting ready to go, right? And I like Googled the Western Union, like where is one closest to me, and there's one literally like 5 minutes walking distance from me, and I'm like, say less, like let's go, like I'm lit, you know, like it's cool. So then but then like on the maps it showed an app for it too, like a Western Union app, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, because I'm like, if I don't have to even like see someone physically, you know what I'm saying, like I'm all good for that, and I could just direct deposit that shit right into my bank. Like I was like, okay, like let's go. So I put in the transfer code or number, whatever, and it came up and it was like, we can't find that number. I'm like, you want to run that by me again? Like, excuse me? I literally did it so many times, and then it got to a point where it was like, okay, make sure you're putting it in right. And I'm like, I swear on my life, I'm putting this thing in there right. Like I've done it probably like 10-15 times by this point, right? So I was like, that's what my heart was just like she was beating, and I was nervous because I was like, I just got played, right? You know, like I'm coming to that realization, and I'm like, I can't believe it at all. So I put on my Snapchat story, right, that like this whole like fiasco that's happening on my Twitter, and like this girl, she messaged me and she was like, hey, watch out for scammers, you know, if they ask for bank information, they scamming you, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. And I told her like my situation, I kind of was just like, I think I just got scammed. So, you know, and I told her, and I told her about the Western Union, and she was like, oh yeah, that's most definitely probably a scam, because, you know, she said she had a friend that happened, you know, whatever to her, or she had a friend that had that happened to her, and like they actually ended up charging the friend because like it was fake or something. I don't know, it was like a mess, and I was like, oh my god, like it scared me even more. And I was like, I'm not about to go to these people, I'm not about to go and get charged. I don't have money as it is. What do you think I can't. So I left. I still think I left after that, and so I was just like, here we go, ready to get embarrassed. All right, so I went to the place. It was actually like at this gas station or whatever, but then like the dude was like, oh, we don't have Western Union anymore. And I'm like, well then why is it up in your store? Like, why are you promoting it if it's not whatever? That's not whatever, right? I went home and I basically just came to the senses that I got played. Like I was just like, congratulations, you played yourself, right? I was just like, whatever. I was kind of over it. I was like mad at myself because I'm like, how could you be so naive and stuff like that? But I was like, no, actually this isn't my fault, you know, like dudes shouldn't be out here scamming, like period, like right? So I was just like, bro, I FaceTime my sister. I'm like, we just got played, homie, we just got played. I'm like, they know. I texted him or DM'd him again, and I was just like, so I just went, or no, I told him about the app, and I was just like, I'm putting in the tracking number, but it's coming in as or it's coming up as like, you know, they don't recognize it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, hello, you know, like, because the last thing that I texted him was the code, and like he sent me like hearts or something like that, and then like I'm just like, you know, thanks, and he just left me on scene. And I'm thinking, like, this guy, mind you, he wasn't offering, or he wasn't telling me that I had to have sex or blah blah blah. Like, I just had to like text him, you know what I'm saying, and basically be like a companion. So I'm like, if you really wanted that, you would have still kept texting me after I sent you, you know what I'm saying, like after I sent you the code. So where you at? I got played. Like deep down, I had a gut feeling. It was in my gut. I knew that I got scammed. Oh, I just realized my AC has been on this whole time. Basically, I think I just like left it at that. I was like, screw it. I'm not gonna like, nope, I'm not even gonna, it's not worth it. Like, okay, I lost like $24. It is what it is. I'm gonna move on with my life, whatever. I was trying really not to beat myself up about it, you know? Especially with it being like my first like sugar daddy interaction, whatever. I went to bed, and next morning comes, and this dude has the audacity. He has the audacity to message me in the morning and saying, good morning, baby. So you're just gonna sit here and act like you didn't just scam me last night? You're gonna sit here and act like none of that happened? Like, and then like when I like, he was disregarding like my text, like he wasn't answering my text about the track number not coming up, and you know, blah blah blah. And I was just like, I just said it straight, point blank, period. I know you scammed me. And he left me on scene, and that was that. And I was like, cool. I'm like, you are a little piece of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you is. I was like upset, but at the same time, I was like, it's not that serious. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I actually like kind of laughed about it, because I'm like, I really can't believe this shit happened to me, you know? So yeah, that's really all that there was. Like, I never heard from him again. I deleted because he left me on scene. He read it, like he saw what it said scene, like he read it with his own eyes. So I deleted the chat, and I was just like, that's it, no more, you know what I'm saying, like it's over. So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. I will never ever do that again. And I know now that if someone's trying to like send me a lot of money and they're like, send me a gift card, nope, you're canceled, done, deleted, blocked, see ya later. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're fake. I could have had $800. Ended up not, so I guess. Oh, my mom just sent me money. Melissa. No, I never call my mom that. What the my mom sent me. Well, this is the money that makes up for it, so thanks, mom. Like, wow. I wonder how she's gonna feel about this video, actually, now that I think about it, because that's really it. Like, there's not much more else to, like, I went on with my life. This dude's probably still scamming other girls, so I'm gonna report his page. I don't know why I didn't do that when I deleted the chat. Reported. Scott, you are getting reported, all right? I hope Twitter takes you down. I really do. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's my story of how I got scammed by a sugar daddy. It's never, you live and learn, right? Like, I know that this is not about to happen again. I will not allow it. I refuse. Do I look like a clown to you? I mean, I did a at the moment, but I'm not. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this like little story time. Like, I normally probably won't do stuff like this just because I don't really have that many exciting stories to tell, quite frankly. But this was just way too funny for me to like keep to like myself. Like, I had to say something because this shit doesn't happen every day with me. So whatever. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, don't get scammed by sugar daddies. Now you know, you get some red flags. Yeah, don't be like me. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Later. I always gotta be so extra when I gotta like just end the video. Okay, bye.